Ladies and gentlemen, this is Evan with Genzio Media. Today we are joined by Danielle out here at Aus CryptoCon. Danielle, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So you told me to introduce you as the super connector in Web3. Why don't you explain that? What is that?
Well, I wear a lot of different hats in the space, so it's the easiest way to kind of sum up what I do. My background is a educator, community builder, and then recently kind of transitioned into my skill set of educating and community building and helping certain organizations organize a kind of purpose-driven events to help them build their brands. So yeah, it's probably a lot for us to unpack there.
Sure, fair enough. So what you got going on at the conference?
So at the conference, as I've been helping out with organizing the Whale Lab. So we actually had our first session where we had 5 projects pitching to 5 VCs, and we've got 4 more this afternoon pitching their projects to a potential of up to $1 million worth of investment. So that was really fun. And then tomorrow I am hosting a women's brunch for Women of DECA. DECA stands for Digital Economy Council of Australia. So I'm on one of the working groups there. And then hosting a panel tomorrow afternoon, how to identify a good dev. So yeah, lots on the table.
Lovely. Is this your first Aus CryptoCon you've been to?
Nope, I've been to every single one. I'm originally from Canada. You can probably hear the accent, but I've been in Australia for 10 years. And I have attended and supported them each and every single one. I think the first conference, I had 2 startups. As I said, I contract myself out to startups. So I had 2 startups there. I hosted 3 panels. I organized two events, a pitch competition. So yeah, by Sunday I was wrecked. So this year I said, okay, I'm only going to do like 2 or 3 things.
Super connector. So out of all the things you've got going on, which is your favorite? What do you care the most about?
So at the moment, my passion project, which is Women in Digital Economy, is primarily going to be my main focus for 2025. So I'm the head blockchain trainer for a large training organization here in Australia, and I teach people how to apply blockchain to business. That's what I've been doing for the last 3 years. I absolutely love it. I think I identified what I love the most is mentoring some of my students. So I didn't really like working for a corporate company. Like in the Web3 space, normally we don't fit in that 9 to 5 box. But it's a whole bottle of wine conversation. I've been in Australia for 10 years, 7 of them years on student visas. I was finishing my bachelor's degree at the same time. So it fit for that time and it fit for, it was remote style. So I was like, hey, I want to transition out of that. So that's what I'm in the process of doing and launching Women in Digital Economy, which is going to help women basically transition into the Web3 space. So we'll look at their current skill sets, where I need to help them upskill, and then position them into jobs, which really aligns with 2 nights ago, I attended the Blockies and I won the Diversity and Inclusion Leader of the Year. So yeah, that's my main focus for 2025, as well as I shall be working with a company called Fractal. We organize purpose driven events focused for VCs and founders globally around all of the major conferences. So, between working with Fractal and building Women in Digital Economy, I'd say that would be my 2 main focuses.
I see. So maybe what are you most excited for coming up in your world within the next year? Anything on the horizon?
Traveling around to all of the major conferences, like as I said, I've been in Australia. I love Australia. Anyone that hasn't been, come down, visit us. It's amazing down here. But we are a bit far away from the rest of the world. And although this conference is amazing and it is very vibrant, not a lot of people are venturing like yourself. Like I said to you, I'm like, oh wow, like you're all the way from Seattle. So I really want to start growing. I know pretty much a lot of the main kind of influential people in the Australian crypto ecosystem, but I want to grow more globally. So being able to travel the world and go to all of the major conferences. So I think in our roadmap, we've got Hong Kong Consensus, ETH Denver, Permissionless, Token 49, the whole roadmap basically. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Sure. Yeah, ETH Denver is definitely a classic. And I can attest, anyone that's watching this right now, if you haven't been to Australia, definitely worth a visit. My first time here, been having a blast. Nice change of weather from Seattle. It's about twice as warm here, even though we just saw one of the biggest spiders in the world about 20 minutes ago. You
But
know,
it wasn't one of the poisonous ones.
no, it was terrifying nonetheless. Awesome. So you said your panel's tomorrow.
Yes. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to identify good dev. One of the organizers said to me, "Okay, what kind of panel would you like to host?" And I was really passionate about advocating women, especially women in tech, because there's a lot of women that are in the industry. Obviously, we need to bring more. And I knew a couple of women dev that were attending the conference, and I was like, "You always hear about the rug pulls." And a lot of the times it's the devs that are in behind it. So, how can we help projects identify good devs? How are we checking their code? What are signs that we can look for? So, not only for people that want to become a good dev, but then also projects to help kind of learn, how do you save your project from being rugged from a dev?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, all the trust is in the dev's hands, right? Especially, I mean, someone myself, I'm not technical. I don't know a lick of code, but I've, developed products before, and it's, you're trusting your development team, right? You're trusting everything in these people's hands because they speak that language, and you're just hoping that they're being truthful with you and transparent.
Yeah, it's really important. We work a lot with HashLock. They're a Web3 security auditing firm. I work with them over the last couple of years, and um, we work closely with them, and we recommend a lot of our clients to get those smart contract audits. I feel a lot of people sometimes cut corners because they're bootstrapping and they kind of just trust, and then you a few months later. There's some sort of backdoor in their project, and it just ruins their whole reputation.
Yeah. Yeah. Seen that a handful too many times, been afflicted myself, but, you know, it comes and it goes, right? Anything else you want to touch on before we wrap this up?
I just want to say Australia Crypto Convention is going to be on next year, 2025. I don't think they've announced which city it's going to be in yet, but I was excited to see that they're going to go again. I wasn't sure because I feel like we're going to go through the bull market. I don't know if we might be at the start of a bear market, but they did host the first one in a bear market. So, just come down, visit us, check it out. If you want to connect with me, Danielle Marie on LinkedIn is probably the best place to reach out, or even on Telegram, Danielle _ Marie on Telegram.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the interview. Sounds like you're up to some awesome stuff. And I'm sure it'll be a busy year for you.
Yeah, I'll see you at the future events.
Sure. Cheers.
Bye.
Hey, what's up?
This is
But
Zach.
it's not something Genzio is afraid of.
If you want to survive, you got to build a
Even
house.
though we do not understand everything on this world.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We're back at the Genzio Media House.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us today.